This is probably one of the drippiest and most strongest builds in DEEPWOKEN. Like entirely, this has been gotta be one of the most top builds. Alright. I absolutely cooked. Look at the drip. You got the chain warden chains, you got the hair that looks like a helmet, the blood forged crown, the blood rail blade. This build is crazy. Now, as a good person, as I am, I'm gonna give everyone here that's watching this video the build. I'm gonna press tab. I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna make you pay or join Discord. This is the build. Alright. 561 health, which is crazy. Now, my resistances are not the craziest. Obviously, I could get more physical or switch to a different armor set. Currently using the Prophet's Cloak, which is pretty good for pen. And honestly, probably the best for this build because of the Iron Sting damage. My rings are about 7 HP, and I have a 5 HP for my armor because I kind of need the extra armor on this build when you're spamming moves. Anyways, I got a 140 HP kit. As you can see, I have a very, very high HP kit. And obviously, it's the Bloodforge kind of smelted, so no, it's not going to have those talents that are decent, I guess. The pre-shrine stats are 40 strength for Showstopper, 40 agility for Ghost, and 60 charisma for Manipulator, and the charisma talents. Then once you Shrine of Order, you want to get 50 fortitude to the finish, and exoskeleton, and then you want to get 90 heavy, just, some extra damage. You only need 80, but if you want Blade Harper instead of Chain Warden, then there's 90. And then Iron Sting, 100. Because you're going to want Alloy Blood, which arguably is a iffy talent. A lot of people say it's terrible. A lot of people say it's alright. Well, when you're using Curse of the Bloodthirsty, it's probably like the craziest talent to get. And you also want to get Conditioned Runner. That's one of the higher talents for Shape and Remold. You want to go Gilded Path. You always want to go Gilded Path because the high pen and resistances you get. And I also went Conductor for Conductor's Cable, which is absolutely amazing. If you apply Conductor's Rod on them, it will steal their armor. Not only that, but a Conductor is a little confusing to most, but let me explain it. So when they're using an elemental mantra, but I guess this doesn't apply to Cell Hearts, but to like mage builds or just attunement builds, if they use like Shadow Gun, for example, their effect is Shadow. And what it's going to do is it's going to steal their ether from them. So their own status effect is going to apply to them. I guess against Flame Charm, it kind of buffs them in a way. Or I'm not too sure if it actually burns them or goes through the Emperor's Flame Blade or whatever, but they get that fire aura that makes them stronger. I know for Ice, it slows them down and also procs their talents too, where they can't heal from St. J, which is all pretty crazy. Actually gonna give you a 50 melee pen. These are my total stats here. Here's all the talents if you want to pause and take them yourself. Now, I did min-max this build like crazy. I used a couple Moonside Tomes because I could not get Pocket Bombs, but I finally got them. And yeah, I definitely can get up to 570 HP if I just get better rings. But other than that, I think we should take this to Chime. And actually, one more thing. I want to run over the mantras and the playstyle. So I'm actually using Metal Wisp here, which is really good because with Metal Eater, my bad, it steals your armor in order to cast mantras. It's good against Shadow, or if they're just parry demons and your mantras aren't landing, you have no ether, then it's definitely good to have. As well as proccing the 10% damage reduction with your armor at 90. It's really good. I went Firing Line with Blast. Originally, I had Iron Quill. Now, Iron Quill is not that good with heavy. Arguably, it could be good, but you're not going to be doing a lot of up tilt combos with this. But Boom, firing line. Looks crazy. Obviously not part of the IGRIS moveset in the show, but it's a little extra damage. Metal Ball. Always was a really good mantra. It still is. Metal Fake Out. There's a little controversy with this one, because a lot of people think Metal Fake Out's just garbage. It's very predictable. But when you do a feint into Metal Fake Out, it's really good. Because people, when you feint, they'll roll back or they'll jump back and use a mantra after that. Or yeah, it's just really punishable. Rocket Lance with the Wayward is really good because if you proc that Wayward and you do like a crit, it will just do so much damage. Caltrops above this, really good, especially if they're running a lot and they're pressuring you. You can pop that down and you get some extra HP. Impel, honestly, not really good. I just like that it procs a chain every now and then. That way I can use Rupture. Like, turn around, use Rupture, and then use your crit. It deals crazy damage. And then Reinforce is just for, like, ganks and just an extra, what, 1%? It's kind of terrible, but yeah. And obviously running Ardor. So, let's go ahead and take this to Chime. Obviously, I'm not a God Seeker or have a billion elo like all the other people do in this game. But I have about 1,000-ish, which is alright, I guess. So, the people that I'm going to be fighting aren't going to be super crazy. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that was. Alright, let me lock in. A Harper Wormtooth with that. Okay. Very interesting rebuild. He's already on 2 bars. As you can see, this build does massive damage. And his does good damage too. Alright. Jesus. Okay, I need to be more careful about that. Seriously? I caught him? Nope. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I kinda was selling a little bit, but this build goes crazy. Just gotta lock in. But this build goes crazy. You just gotta get in that mindset of a crazy player. But when you're fighting a Wormtooth detonation that's constantly running from you, it's a little different, a little hard to play. But his build was all damage. But yeah, Wormtooth is just one of those weapons I just don't like fighting. Fist, on the other hand, I actually don't mind fighting Fist because they're just very predictable. Okay. It's gonna go in for a rush. Nope. really annoying to fight. I don't mind it, but it's just like defensive event. Ah. Super annoying. I can't see his attacks so bright in here. There we go. Another win. I just need to like parry more. That's one of the reasons why I get so low. It's just like my F key does not exist. Yeah, but this build is definitely carrying me through chime. I definitely well on this build I had different mantras. Like I had Iron Hug and Iron Quill, and I just switched before I made this video. But those mantras are selling me a lot. Because if you go for Iron Hug, it's so punishable, especially if they know how to run away. So I just gotta do the text more often. Look at the drip. I gotta glaze it, you know? Was that a crypt? No, it's not a crypt. Was that blazing? Try to get a cheap shot off me. Seriously? Okay. Oh, it's one of these builds. Hyper armor. Jeez, that does damage. Definitely spam me too. He's obviously not one of the good players, but his build is definitely good. HP packs. Oh, I just hate the hyper armor, not crit. They should really delete that. Okay. Dang, I don't really like how that works. I was playing long ranged. Oh my god. Oh, third charm, third try. But yeah, that was a little tough. Can't lie. But yeah, this is the build in all its glory. You should definitely try it out. It's really fun, really drippy too. Um, thanks for watching.